Hello everyone, I am Jackie Van Kampen. I am an intuitive guide and energy healer, and I want to welcome you to this week's spirit guided message and energy transmission for a week of March 22nd. And I am very excited because we are just entering the spring season here in the Northern Hemisphere. And if you are starting to feel, your body starting to awaken, you're starting to feel the sun a little warmer on your skin. And of course, we just sprung forward. So we have the sun with us a little longer, so you might be feeling just this excitement with this process of rebirth and regeneration and renewal. So I want to welcome you this week because I am just very excited to welcome the spring season. And of course, we just completed a 12 cycle of astrological cycle, right? We just finished Pisces, which is the very last sign of the astrology chart, and we're entering into the Aries season. Or we actually just entered the Aries season, and Aries is all about like, let's go, let's do it. It's about individuality and action, whereas Pisces is all about the dreams, the intuition, and it's all about like going within. And so it's an interesting space to be in. And if you've been feeling kind of like you have these things that you want to accomplish, you have the things that you want to do, but you're still feeling a little bit, like you're still waking up, that is totally normal. It's that transition time. And so today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a guided meditation. I am going to bring in the guides to work with us to do this meditation. But before we start, I wanted to read the card that I pulled for this week, and it's called Birthing a New Age. So appropriate, of course, because as we are welcoming the spring season here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are birthing ourselves anew, right? This is spring is the time of rebirth, is the time of renewal. And so, couldn't get any more fitting than this. And this card says, often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidate us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we are in a transition period between ages. In the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise, like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities in ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. And if you're feeling, if you're an artist, if you are an intuitive or a healer, you're part of this group. Like you are really truly now being called to step into a greater, version of your work so that you can help, birth this new age. And it says it is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So this is such a beautiful message for, the spring season, and especially for this week as we are transitioning from, the winter season, the heavy coat, the shadow, the darkness, into birthing ourselves back into the light. So I'm just loving this energy so much, and I'm in Southern California, which always feels like spring. So it's like it's hard to have really true appreciation for the change of season. But even with that, there's still something within us, even living in regions like I live, where it's constantly or most of the time it's sunny. The birds are always out, the flowers are always blooming. It's like, there's ever any difference in season. But even then, our bodies are kind of like in somewhat of a same clock as nature is, right? So it doesn't even matter whether you're in the deep of, you know, the depth of cold and darkness, or whether you're in the sunlight, it's still, you know, our own bodies are going through the same process as nature. So I, you know, just want to call in the guides now and have them, you know, assist us and guide us through a meditation to help us release the old identities, shed these energetic layers that have been there to keep us warm, to keep us protected and safe, you know, so that we can enter or blossom into a new space of being, a new space of consciousness and awareness. You know, there's a lot going on still on the planet. And, you know, really at this time, we are being called to birth something new, something that is equitable for all of us, right? All of us walking on this earth, all of us, you know, who are part of this planet and this human family, along with, you know, everything that's in nature, because we are part of nature. So at this time, if you have water with you, I'm gonna ask you to just take a sip of water. And get yourself grounded, get yourself present in this moment, allowing for whatever came before this, whatever is meant to come after this, you know, that's put aside for now so that you can be here present. And breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Allowing for the breath to connect the mind with the heart, with the body, so that you can be present, so that you can be grounded, so that you can ease your nervous system. When your nervous system is feeling safe, when it's not activated or triggered, you have more space to be aware, right? You have more space to be with your own dreams, with your own consciousness. And I'm going to start with a prayer and invocation and call in the guides. So dear Mother, Father God, Great Spirit of the universe, we come to you today with an open heart, open mind, ready to receive your guidance. Asking all of you, our spirit team, to guide us back home to ourselves, to guide us back to our own inner wisdom, to our own awareness, to our own consciousness. For we do have all of that already within us. I call in the beings of light, the guides, the angels, the archangels, the ancestors, the nature spirits, the fairies, the elements, water, fire, wind, earth, air, to be here with us present at this time. And I ask for anything that is not in our highest and best to remain outside of the circle for now, so that only those things that are for our highest and best will elevate us will come through. We do so with an open heart, open mind, and with gratitude. And I complete this by saying, and so it is. Hello, 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 dear ones. We are here. We are here. We are here. We have to share with you that this channel had done a whole recording, and her storage became full, the device that she's using, and now she had to record another one, and she did not realize this until the end. And so we are back with her again to do this work, but we're very happy and very grateful to be here once again in this way. We enjoy coming through this channel and coming through in this way to offer guidance, to offer love to all of you who are listening and watching to this today. No matter when you are listening, understanding that there is no space and time. So beloveds, there is a shedding of layers at this time, letting go of the protection that was there for you as you were going into the shadow season, into the darkness. Releasing, 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 and allowing yourself to come through renewed, regenerated. And understanding that everything that is being birthed right now, the birds, the flowers, the bees, all in nature is also being birthed through you. And we ask that you see yourself as a midwife, and even if you are of the male gender, that you understand that you too have the ability to create. You are a creative being as well. So we do not differentiate here between male and female. For all is here to birth anew. All of you have dreams and desires. It is not intended for one gender. It is intended for all. So as you step outside of the dark shadows and as you step outside of the cold, bitter winter, and you step into the sun, into the light, you may feel the warmth in your skin, on your skin now. And we ask you to envision yourself as we go through this meditation, that you have on you a thick layer. Perhaps it's a big, thick jacket, or it's a heavy weighted blanket. Whatever it is, it's covering you from head to toe. And all it's out is your eyes. You can see just a little bit through your eyes. And at this time, you're going to look out, and perhaps it's still dark outside. Perhaps the sun is still leaving early for the day. Perhaps the sun is leaving at 4 o'clock today. But tomorrow it'll leave at 4:02. And the next day will be 4:03. Until you see that the sun is staying out longer now. And you decide to remove this layer of thickness that covers you. But don't worry, you're not naked under that big blanket or that big sweater. You have flannel pajamas, still keeping you warm. And you put on your slippers, your fuzzy slippers, and you decide to go outside. And whether you have a yard or a garden, it matters not. Just use the power of your imagination to see yourself stepping outside into a beautiful garden. And the trees in this garden are starting to have leaves again, and they're bright green. And perhaps you see a bud here and there of new shoots of flowers coming in. And you notice that there are more birds. Perhaps you even encounter a nest of a hummingbird. And you're able to peek into this nest. And you see these tiny little eggs. And you wonder, how is it possible that there is life inside these eggs? Or perhaps you see a cocoon, and you notice that it's more translucent, and you see a butterfly beginning to move inside of this cocoon, perhaps even breaking through layers of the cocoon with its wing. And you look over, and there's a flower beginning to blossom, or a new blade of grass. And you're just in wonder with all this life beginning to spring up. And this life that exists in the garden also exists within you. Within you is a seed. Within you is a tiny little egg or a cocoon. And inside of them, There's your dream. Perhaps a new relationship. Perhaps a creative idea for your job. Or a business idea. Whatever it is, it's there within you. And you begin to see with curiosity and wonder how it's cracking through, how it's breaking through. And you're curious, you're in a state of wonder. And so you take wonderful care, perhaps if it's a flower, you're watering this flower. Or if it's a butterfly, you're witnessing this butterfly break through. You're witnessing the dream within you break through. This is the time to birth your new dreams. This is the time to even birth yourself anew. It's as if a baby is being born. And as that baby is coming down the canal, the cervical canal, and you can see its little head begin to crown. But you don't know what the baby is going to look like yet because all you see is top of its head. And you are there in wonder and curiosity. And you experience the contraction and the expansion. The contraction and the expansion. And when there's a contraction, you begin to push. And as you expand, you take a rest. This right now is a time of transition. A cycle is being completed as a new one is beginning. You do not jump from one into the next and things just happen. Like in nature, things take time. So as you are birthing this new dream, we ask you to sit with curiosity. We ask you to be in a state of wonder and gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons, gratitude for the period that you were able to be with yourself in that dark space. Trusting that you were able to walk into the light. Gratitude for your growth. And so this week we're going to ask you to sit with this curiosity and in a state of wonder. And sit with this dream that wants to be birthed through you, this project, this idea, this relationship, even if it's a relationship with yourself, or even if it's something, a new behavior or a new pattern you want to create for yourself. Sitting with it, not to rush into it, not to be like, okay, I want to do this right now. But allowing yourself the space to be in this transition. And enjoying what there is to enjoy at this time. And being in the space of allowance. And so at this time we're going to do a releasing, energetic releasing for you. And we're just going to ask you to breathe as we do this. Just breathing in and releasing. Allowing for anything that is no longer in service to you to be released at this time. And creating space in your body, in your energy field, in your chakras, in your auric field. Space for all that is to be birthed through you to come through. Remembering that you are here to birth yourself anew, to birth a new world, to birth new consciousness, to birth new dreams, new awareness, new you. And this transmission is now complete. And we will just want to remind you again this week to sit in a state of curiosity, journaling. Take some time to journal with what you're birthing, putting form around it, so that when it is time to take the action steps, you are ready. We're so very grateful for your presence. We love you, we love you, we love you. Until next time. Oh, goodness gracious, technology is amazing. I just bought a new little stand and it's like falling and I'm not even gonna worry about it. Deep breath. Thank you so much for being here this week. And I so appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and receive the energies that are here for you. And I can't wait to see what you birth. I, for myself, am birthing a new series that's coming up soon. I'm going to be sharing about that soon. And, this is a time to let yourself be with whatever your dreams are and just be curious. What is wanting to birth through you at this time? So until we meet again, much love, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye for now.